In today's episode, we're in Washington, D.C. to explore the abandoned Spingarn High School. The school opened in 1952 as a segregated school for African American students. It would soon be desegregated after the 1954 Supreme Court decision, but the student body remained nearly 100% African American for the entire lifetime of the school. In 2013, the D.C. School District permanently closed Spingarn, citing declining enrollment and the excessive costs associated with modernizing the old building. Since then, the school has been sitting abandoned, left at the mercy of nature, vandals, and thieves. Now, we're venturing inside to see what's left.
This video is sponsored by Audible. Use the link audible.com/properpeople or text the code properpeople to 500-500 to start a 30-day trial and get 1 audiobook and 2 Audible originals completely free. This is the main entrance. There's a fallout shelter sign.
I wonder if there's gonna be any supplies left in the basement. Those are always cool to find. This is still intact here. Home of the night owls. Oh. Classes are from 3 to 9 p.m.?
Yeah, it's the night owls because it was the night school.
Interesting. Let's head into the theater.
It looks pretty dated in here. These seats.
It's pretty run-of-the-mill, I'd say.
Yeah.
Let's see whose picture is above the door over there.
This exit sign. We'll look at lighting up for a second.
This must be who the school is named after. Something Elias Spingarn. Achievement, advancement, and justice.
There's a science lab over here.
Oh wow, yeah.
All these university names on the walls. Yep. This is full-on science lab.
This place is pretty vandalized. Fume hood was all smashed up.
It's pretty thrown everywhere still, but like, there's still a lot of glass here that isn't smashed.
This glassware could have been so easy to auction off and sell. But they didn't. Now it's just all getting smashed in here. That's such a waste. This little intestine diagram is cool.
A spectrophotometer to check transmittance, absorbance, concentration of whatever sample, I guess you.
Is that the thing where it splits the light up into the individual wavelengths?
Yep.
I remember that from science class. Feels like so long ago.
An overhead projector.
This is like a walk down memory lane. Too bad it's not a 3D Mr. Bones. Just a diagram. This is Thin Man. Wow, this looks like a greenhouse over here. That's pretty unique. I don't think I've seen a greenhouse attached to a high school before. Wow.
Coming in are pretty cool. During summer, this would be like full on green. You know, all this trash in here was from students.
Yeah.
Shoving it in small holes and stuff.
Yeah.
All the pens and pencils that fallen into the cracks and they never get back.
Gross. It's a big school. Ooh. What is in this room?
Anything on the door? Nope.
Have to play with the keyboard. Not mechanical. Freaking rubber dome.
Might have been like athletic therapy stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it said something about athletics on the door.
Yeah, these might be like, I don't know. This says an isokinetic rehabilitation system. So physical therapy maybe.
It's all PSI pressure.
The Cybex Orthotron too.
Strange.
Yeah, this is definitely physical therapy for the school's athletes. Wow, there's an X-ray here. Oh, check out the gymnasium. There is a kid in a noose right here.
Oh my God.
Jesus. Looks like Michael Jackson.
He's dressed in the school uniform too.
That's
Band
morbid.
uniform or something.
Oh yeah, without knots in it, I'm not going to do much. I feel like you would not see something like that in a high school gym today because of liability reasons. Everyone's so sue happy. And the echo in here. Spingarn High's basketball program actually had a rich history and was known for producing top talent. Hall of Fame NBA players like Elgin Baylor and Dave Bing once played on this very court. Alright, we're going to move on to another part of the school now. I want to find a room with all the desks set up still.
I don't know if there's going to be. We'll see.
Oh, Vulture. He's already leaving.
It's a weird panel to just have in a classroom.
Yeah. Yeah, what the heck is this in a classroom for?
I don't know.
Supply and distribution, MG set, charging.
This thing probably buzzed when it was on too.
Westinghouse. Raise speed, raise volts.
Underneath this dumb graffiti, it says last day for seniors and a bunch of goodbye notes.
It's a kawaii piano. The one in the auditorium sounded nicer. Maybe just because of the reverb. It's pretty destroyed up here. There's a single desk in this room. Still writing on the chalkboard that looks like it was from the school and not from explorers.
This almost feels like it was a library, but it's not very impressive for a library.
No.
I wonder if this was. Let's see the map.
Library, yep.
It is a library.
This is a tiny library for a school this big. I'm sure this message was real inspiring for students. It's so like government based in its phrasing. Very legal sounding. Damn, they really did not want kids touching the thermostat. It's like, looks like some medieval torture device around that.
2 cages.
Stuff on this window is interesting. Holy cow.
This looks like a good lab.
Well, the desk is toppled over. But
Whatever this thing is.
all this stuff is still in good shape.
Variable voltage distribution. Now, is this part of the classroom or is this infrastructure for the school?
It's part of the classroom. They probably needed different types of electrical
Yeah, I mean, you put
needs for this specific classroom.
It's probably an electricity lab or something. Some kind of physics lab.
Looks pretty old though.
This table has a lot of stuff on it. Half the stuff says poison.
I'm surprised this isn't all smashed up like everything else.
Yeah, somehow this room didn't get destroyed.
Some kid's notes from 2010. Took some pretty good notes. Later in the year, their handwriting gets messier. They stop caring as much. This is all full of chemicals.
These cabinets are full.
Wow. So now we have the top floor to check out, and then we have to go back down to the basement. This classroom looks cool through the window already.
There's a taillight here.
Can you identify what car it's from?
Oh, it's pretty beat up.
Oh, this is another one of these electrical control panels here.
Yeah, and every desk had a probe. And look, stuff like this would connect with those probes, so that's what it was for.
Variable voltage distribution.
U.S. Bureau of Mines? Materials research? What? Spilled liquid something? It's fading. They always have divided stairs like this in old schools. Probably one for up and down. Between classes, they wouldn't get as crowded.
This place is old school.
It's old school.
Yeah. All right, time to hit the basement.
This is the JROTC
Oh yeah.
room. There's a lot of desks still.
This right here just brings a lot of life to this room for me. Like I can picture all the kids in here on their last day, all excited, writing this. Is this another shooting range? Like at the high school in Detroit?
It was.
So maybe it wasn't that uncommon.
In old schools, I guess. It's part of it. Because I know our high school never did that.
I mean, I was never in the JROTC room of our school.
I've
so
only
maybe-
been once or twice, but I never the room itself didn't have it. Could have been
Yeah.
somewhere else, I don't know. But yeah,
I doubt it did.
You could see where the targets would be coming out of the wall.
I wonder if they used like air-powered rifles with BBs or what they were using.
Who knows? Here's the cafeteria.
It's like a freaking demon over here.
Administration Resource Office. There's some uniforms in here. These jackets and a lot of shoes. These uniforms were JROTC. And all the name tags.
All the shoes are still shiny.
I got a nice layer of dust, but
You can still see the shine.
yeah.
This was like a beauty school. Beauty classroom. Let's check out this next room.
The dryer and stuff in here.
Cosmetology. That was the word I was looking for. This is pretty cool.
It's the weight room.
Oh yeah. Wow.
It's
all
pretty
the machines
big.
are still here.
It's a big room.
Their weight room's bigger than their cafeteria.
It is.
Once again, they probably could have sold all of this if they did it right as they shut down. Now it's too late. Some planning for the football team, it looks like. When Spingarn shut down in 2013, it was thought it could eventually be reopened as a vocational school, or perhaps it could return to being a high school when the number of students in the district increased. Unfortunately, that becomes more and more unlikely every day as the building continues to decay.
Thanks to Audible for sponsoring this video. Audible has an unmatched selection of audiobooks, original audio shows, news, and much more. As a member, you can choose 3 titles every month, 1 audiobook and 2 exclusive Audible originals. And even if you cancel it, you get to keep your own audiobook library forever. And you can re-listen anytime. Don't like your audiobook? Exchange it with no questions asked. You can listen on any device, anytime, anywhere. And that's why I'm in the car, because I like listening to Audible while I'm driving. It's a great service to use when you have a long drive ahead and you want to keep your mind busy. When I'm on my way to an abandoned asylum, listening to a story about mental hospitals is always interesting. The classic One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is available on Audible. A fantastic story that gives an in-depth look at psychiatric institutions in the 1950s. It's a must-read, and with Audible, you can listen to the story whenever it's convenient for you. Start listening with a 30-day trial and get 1 audiobook and 2 Audible originals completely free. Go to audible.com/properpeople or text proper people to 500 500.